It's more than just your output, more than a bike. When you hear your shout out, you know it's all right. Put on your magic pants and let's go. We're cruising into the power zone. Clip in, set yourself free. Come on and take a ride with me. You know what you need to know and what's it all about. Everything you need, it's on the Clip Out.
Welcome to the Clip Out Podcast, episode 470. This is Crystal O'Keefe.
And this is Tom O'Keefe. You just didn't know it. Heads up, you just started.
Well, I had already done a test and it didn't work. So
Right,
you should know.
Thought there'd be a follow-up test, but there was not. So here we go. We're back.
We're back.
This is the sort of insightful banter you've been longing for. Ta-da.
Here we are.
We have returned from our Mexican vacation. Sans computer.
It was an adventure, y'all.
Yes.
Actually, the computer died quietly. It was a very quiet death.
Yes.
But getting the new computer was quite the adventure. We will tell that story on the bonus.
Yes.
It is too long, and we have too much to cover.
But the computer died, as we all would like to, in our sleep on a Mexican vacation.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Although it's a lot easier to get that computer's bodies home.
Oh, that's dark. So dark.
But yeah, so I guess over on the Patreon, we will tell the story of acquiring the new computer. It's a tale.
It is.
Because nothing's ever easy around here. And we will also tell the story of my near-death experience in Mexico.
Thank God you were okay.
On day one.
Day one.
Day one. Hadn't even unpacked yet.
Those of you who watch our regular personal social medias may have noticed it took me a long time to start posting.
Yeah.
There was a reason for that.
Yes. My near-death experience.
Wowzers.
Lying crumpled on the floor like Natalie and Bruglia.
Well, you weren't naked.
Well, I wasn't torn either, but anyway.
He's okay.
Yes. I'm much to your dismay.
Oh, not to my dismay.
I
I'm
meant
very
the
happy.
listeners. They're like, oh, damn it.
No, they are not.
He made it. Son of a bitch. We're really hoping.
Stop.
But yeah, so we are back. We will. Who knows how long this one will be because we've got kind of 2 weeks worth.
I really tried to pare this down.
Yeah, and so with that in mind, what, pray tell, do you have in store for people?
Well, first of all, we have to talk about Hudson Williams. It's a sad tale. Then we are going to talk about the newest way to spam people on Peloton.
Fun.
Yes. Not to mention, we have several new people to tell you about in the C-suite. So we're going to do that.
Okay.
Well, I guess they're not necessarily C-suite. Upper management. Okay.
Okay.
And then we also have the latest. There's like a new crop of partners that Peloton is giving to this year.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that. Where Peloton has been showing up, the Chicago CDO AI Enterprise Forum. We've got Peloton Australia hiring.
Oh.
A very cool event that Black at Peloton did with Spotify. We are going to talk about this very interesting, who could be the newest Power Zone instructor and why I am so incredulous.
Okay.
Okay.
Shots fired.
We've got another new baby on the way.
Okay.
We
do?
Well, the instructors
Oh, okay.
do. Like we as in the Peloton community.
I was like, oh no. What
No.
a weird way to find out.
We do not.
Okay. Phew.
Lots of instructor news, including the weirdest partnership that any of the instructors have ever done.
That's saying something.
It is. It is. We have the latest artist series to talk about. And then there is some very interesting Hyrox news we're going to get into.
Okay.
Not to mention some content that we want to make sure that you know about because there's some really large things coming up. So, okay. I think.
That all.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's tons.
But you said that was all of it?
I know, but I just want to say there's tons that we did not include that's going to be over in the bonus. Like a lot.
The bonus is bonusing.
It is bonusing.
We're making up for skipping a week. So It's like when you get back to work, you're just like, oh, what did I even take off for?
Yeah.
It created more work than if I had just kept working. So with that in mind, shameless plugs. Don't forget we're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn, wherever you find your podcast. You can find us. You said you were done. Why are you raising
Because
your
I'm
hand?
adding a shameless plug.
Okay.
There is video in multiple places now. Not only are we on YouTube, but
Oh.
Apple Video. We're also on
iHeart.
iHeart, yeah.
iHeart reached
So we're
out,
on
yeah.
iHeart Video, and we're also on Apple. So like, there's multiple places that you can see us.
We're pushing the video to all the places. So if
Any of them that'll take it.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are now.
right. So now I lost my
Sorry.
shameless plugs. Don't forget Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn. While you're there, be sure and leave a
There
review.
you go.
Maybe
We greatly appreciate
we
it.
greatly appreciate it.
It's very helpful.
It's very helpful. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/theclipout. While you're there, like the page, join the group. Of course, don't forget our Patreon. Did I mention we had to go buy a brand new MacBook? So that was an unexpected show expense.
It sure was.
So if you already subscribed to the Patreon, thank you.
you.
And please continue to do so. But that is one of the things that like the money goes to, right?
It
Like
is.
you have to have a badass computer to run all the things that you run.
Not this badass, but that's part of the story.
That's part of the story. We got an even badasser computer. It's a whole tale. But for real, that's one of the things that it's just like all of a sudden you got to drop, $2,000-$3,000 on a laptop. And it's like, oh, fun. Can't
Yeah.
just get the $1,000 laptop that Tom uses. So, but anyway, so over on the Patreon, what we will be discussing? Well, we will be discussing the tale of the new computer and what went into that. We will also be talking about the sweet spot for exercise in terms of longevity.
Okay.
How much do you actually have to work out to see benefits to your life lengthening?
Okay.
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 And song substitution continues.
I know.
And how people are pushing back,
Mm-hmm.
and what is and isn't working. We'll talk about that, and of course just all sorts of instructor news and things that we just didn't have time for in this one because it's probably going to be a long one.
Yeah.
So also don't forget you can watch these over on YouTube or wherever you get video. It's all out there. And then of course don't forget our newsletter. Goes out mostly weekly. You get links and all that sort of stuff and a mostly weekly reminder that we exist. So you can sign up for that at theclipout.com. So there's all that. Let's dig in, shall we?
We shall.
Peloton in the news.
Hudson Williams.
Goodness.
Remember 14 minutes ago when everyone was so excited about Hudson Williams, and then
Yeah.
now he's quietly scrubbed from all of the Peloton socials.
Yeah, he is, but I do have to say that the actual campaign ended. Okay?
Right.
So it is a little difficult to know where the cause, like, they had already started to take things down and stop pushing it. It was no longer first tier item.
Sure, I think it's okay, they stopped pushing it. That makes sense. They've moved on to whatever the next thing is. That's how marketing works. But the taking of it down,
That's the part that does make you think that this was related to the issue.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. Apparently, allegedly.
Well, I don't think it's alleged.
Well, okay.
There's a photo.
There's an alleged that comes after that.
Okay.
Yes. The facts are that a high school photo from Hudson Williams' past popped up, and it included a swastika on his cheek. The allegedly part comes in that his friends have said he didn't even know that was on his cheek. Like he was drunk and somebody drew it on his cheek and took the picture, and he didn't even know it was there.
And from what I read, it was like a theater camp or something.
Yeah.
And like they would do the same when people would pass out, you would draw things on them.
Yeah, it was like
and
it was kind of a prank thing,
Yeah.
like kids do.
That's what they're claiming. I don't know.
Don't know either.
Yeah.
I am not saying he did or he didn't. I'm just saying that's what that they're alleging.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
I will also say this does not appear to be new information. Like
No.
this went around a few years back and he contended with it, and then it just kind of popped back up again as these things are wont to do.
They are, yeah.
So like he's been dealing with that,
And Peloton's been dealing with that.
I'm sure Peloton was
I'm sure
like,
they were just like, let's just make it go away.
Yeah, I'm sure
let's not talk about it.
the campaign's over, and they're like, well, there's no real upside to leaving it there if we're not really utilizing it in the same way. So let's just quietly move along. So if you've noticed the lack of Hudson Williams,
That is why.
that's what's going on.
Yeah.
So, moving right along.
I feel sad for Peloton, just like every time they get a win.
It does feel that way.
There's a little asterisk
Yeah.
beside it.
Yeah. Peloton teams. If you're looking for new and exciting ways to get sex spam,
We got you.
Peloton teams has got your back and your front.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, so a lot of people got a request in the last couple of weeks. I think it was the week before we left, actually.
Yeah.
But the idea was that you're invited to this team, right? And then it's for sex.
Oh.
And
Team sex.
team sex. And so
It's fun to get feedback.
it's that's what it is. Invited you to a team, local sex here, and then they give a website, which I will not say. And then because God only knows what's at this website.
Yeah.
Like,
But use promo code TCO at checkout.
and so Peloton just like quietly deleted the user and the team and
Yeah.
said nothing. We reached out about it and they were like, is it still there? And I was like, no, it's gone now. They were like, well, then why are we talking?
Yeah. And they're like, please stop talking to us.
Please stop.
New phone, who dis?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, but what can people do if it happens again? Because let's be honest.
Yeah.
It will happen.
And they were like, well, it depends on how horny you are.
Something offensive will happen. If it's not sex, it'll
Yeah.
be politics. If it's not politics, it'll be racist. If it's not
Right.
racist, it'll be something,
Yeah.
right? So like we reached out to Peloton to say, how can people report these? And we have an article that gives you 4 different ways to protect yourself. But the bottom line is, if you don't have your settings on private and you get one of these requests, you can report it. And the best way to do it is to go into the member support and chat them with a picture so that they can see what you're talking about.
Gotcha.
First level is probably not going to help you,
Yeah.
but it's important
It
that
rarely does.
in any company.
Yeah.
But it is important that you document it, and it is also important that you send it so that they can aggregate these things, because what typically happens is 1 or 2 people say something and nothing's going to happen. But if like 100
Right.
people report it, they're like, oh, this is an actual problem. And
Yeah.
then people look into it. So don't just sit there and be like, well, I got to deal with it. You don't. You can
Yeah.
fix it. So there you have it.
So we talked, I guess, 2 weeks ago about Peloton acquiring SCOP
Correct.
for Pilates purposes. And the founder of SCOP, Kimberly Magary, I'm not sure how you say that.
I don't know which came first, but on LinkedIn, she's Dr. Kim Clayton. So
Okay.
I don't know if that's like her last name changed. I'm so unclear about this. I don't know much about her. I tried looking at looking SCOP up, but none of their links exist anymore because they've been acquired.
Right.
So you really can't do much.
They Hudson Williams SCOP.
They did. They did. But yeah, she
is now the head of Pilates at Peloton.
And as far as we know, that's a new position.
Yeah.
They didn't have that in their leadership hierarchy
Right.
prior to this. So that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense that they are going to, I mean, I know people are like, well, they didn't say they were coming out with a new Pilates reformer. But here's the thing. Why would you acquire a company that makes Pilates reformers that are connected?
Yeah.
And they have said they're coming out with new equipment. They have said it's going to be strength, and they like specifically called out any kind of resistance training is considered strength training.
Right.
So like they basically
Come
said
on.
Pilates,
Right.
and so then they announced this. Like it just seems to me that it's pretty clear there's going to be a new reformer on the market. Now, the other piece of this that we didn't get to talk about very much was like, what is the cost going to be?
Yeah.
Because people are already freaking out about that.
Yeah.
I mean, this will not be cheap.
No.
It is Peloton,
Right.
and it is brand new.
Yeah.
And everyone wants it so much. Like, I can't tell you how many people I saw that were like, take my money. Now, they all say that until they see a price
Until
tag.
they see how much money.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I am very curious to see.
I just thought it was going to be like $200. I don't understand why it's so expensive. That's crazy. Justin Ruffin Blanchett, or Blanchett, depending on where you like your emphasis, has been named the new head of partnerships at Peloton.
He has, yeah. And he's been there for like a month already, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
He is from McKinsey, and he also is from Nike. This is an interesting timing because, you know, we just had that Las Vegas Grand Prix activation, and we kind of, the whole community is kind of assuming that means we're going to see more things like that.
Right.
So we have a whole new C-suite that has come in since we have our new leadership role by Peter Stern. And I think this is just another piece of that. We're going to continue to see them really doubling down on leadership, and that it will be interesting to see where they take this, because on the one hand, they are very cognizant of making sure that their marketing is bringing in a return, and they are like really doing niche marketing in all kinds of ways. They are so specific about that. But then you hear these partnerships, and partnerships can be anything. And so that's really an interesting combination of things, because you don't necessarily consider partnerships marketing, but it is marketing, right? Like it's all together. So I will be very curious to see what new things come out of this. I'm cautiously optimistic about the possibilities here.
It will be fun to watch.
It will.
Peloton CMO Megan Embrace completed an Ironman.
Not only did she complete the Ironman, which was Eagleman, which is lots of people talk about Eagleman. And by the way, we said Ironman. I should be clear. It is a half Ironman, a 70.3. I mean, some people who do Ironmans, they get very...
And my disappointed sound was in myself. I always screw that up.
Oh.
I just see Ironman and I type Ironman.
I know.
And then you're like, it's a half Ironman. And I'm like, oh,
I just know
me.
I'll get added.
Yeah.
Like, I know somebody's going to reach out to me.
I just don't want Megan to think that noise was directed at her.
Oh, well, you know.
Oh, a half Ironman.
I'm sure Megan listens.
Just call it an Iron Girl.
Do you know that there is like so much controversy over what tattoo you're allowed to get if you have completed a 70.3 versus 140.6?
Oh, really?
Oh, it's a whole thing.
That makes sense.
You should see the comments on Reddit.
People love to gatekeep.
They do. So you know how the Iron Man logo has the M with a little dot above it? A lot of people get some version of that with maybe the date that they completed their Ironman. So people who do a 70.3 also do that, but then that's like, well, you didn't really complete an Ironman. You did a half Ironman. So some people will take the M and they'll half fill it in. And that really cracks me up.
Yeah.
But anyway, not only did she do this, she came in third, which is no small feat, in the female 45 to 49 category. She will be competing at the World Championship Ironman in Nice.
Oh.
That is huge. That is huge.
Well, go for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, she was stung by a jellyfish and a bee during the run. And she still kept going, and she is going to be at the championship. Like, just the fact that, like, not only did she just do this amazing feat, but she did it while also being stung.
Yeah.
Twice. That's crazy. Crazy.
I believe it's pronounced Tweese. Like Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Peloton has added 5 organizations to its Wellbeing for Life program.
Yeah, they have all these partners that they work with every year, and there are some new ones here. Some of these are repeats that we've seen in the past, like Girl Track. They have been a partner with Peloton since 2021. I've seen them, like I have only been to the studio like 3 times in the past 4 years.
Right.
And every time I'm there, I see somebody from Girl Track. I don't know why that is, but I think it's really cool.
They live around the corner, I guess.
I guess so. There is LISC, Local Initiatives Support Corporation. They have been working with Peloton since 2021. NAMI, now this is a new partnership in 2026, and they are the National Alliance on Mental Illness. the Out Foundation. That is a new program in 2026. Well, new to Peloton.
Right.
And they remove barriers that prevent LGBTQ individuals from accessing fitness. And then there's Sporting Equals, also a partner since 2021. And then this is their 6th year that they've been focused on social impact, which I am glad to see that they have kept it going.
Absolutely. Peloton was at the Chicago CDO AI Enterprise Forum. I nodded off halfway through saying the name of that thing.
I know. It's long.
Yeah.
It's understandable that you did.
Do we know what that is? I mean, it's something about AI, obviously, but I don't know what CDO
Well, I
is.
do know this. It was an invite only.
Oh.
So that's kind of interesting.
That's why I wasn't there.
That is why. That's the whole reason. Otherwise, we totally would have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the senior director of enterprise AI engineering from Peloton was there. This gentleman was there, and there were also several other people from different organizations. They had a whole panel, including the senior director from the head of enterprise AI at Peloton. The things that they talked about were how there are so many requests in enterprise AI that are actually business problems. Like organizations are skipping problem definition in the rush to get AI done. Like they want to just get to that.
Right.
And then they also talked about how AI ready data has moved beyond governance. In other words, context, lineage, ontology, trust signals are the new frontier. And without them, AI agents can ask the right question and still act on the wrong answer, which totally makes sense. And sometimes AI jumps to conclusions.
Yes.
The agentic access risk.
But so do people.
The agentic access risk is already in your enterprise. And when an agent acts on behalf of a user, it inherits that user's credentials and every access control gap in your system. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
And then organizations.
Gotta keep your control gap on lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close that gap.
Yeah. Unless it's Valentine's Day or something.
The organizations winning on AI are reading the signals different, not just consuming content, but knowing which developments to act on. And then they close with what's actually worth paying attention to right now.
Peloton Australia throwing another job on the Barbie. See what I did there?
I did.
Yeah.
I did see what you did there.
Yeah. So they're hiring.
They are hiring.
A couple different positions.
Yeah, one of them is a senior marketing manager, and then that is like a fixed term contract, and that will be in New South Wales. I know that Australia is ginormous,
Yes.
so I wanted to be clear that it's like the South Wales piece of that. I didn't see the other.
When I
the
looked, I
other
thought
one.
there were two. Maybe since I looked,
Maybe they already filled that one.
I don't know. I could have swore there was two when I looked. I'm clicking on it, waiting. I didn't get the badass computer, so
You have gotten a new computer since I have, though.
No, you got a computer like a week ago. I haven't got a computer in last week. Oh, wow. Should also point out, when did you get your computer?
Okay, officially.
When did you, Your Honor, permission to treat the witnesses hostile? When did you get your computer?
On Saturday at 6:58 p.m.
But we didn't officially own it until the
We
next
actually,
day.
the transaction was closed out. You're the one that wanted to go back and continue that
This
transaction.
is a story for the bonus. These people haven't paid money to hear this story. They don't deserve it. When was the transaction completed?
On Sunday.
On Father's Day.
It's not my fault.
You got a MacBook Pro for Father's Day.
Okay,
Just putting that out there.
there's so much more to it than that, and you know it. Anyway, did the other position ever show up?
Consumer Sales and Lead Generation Specialist.
I don't know why I don't have that.
Well, I guess they know you're not qualified.
I guess so. I guess all I can be is a senior marketing
Yeah,
manager.
they're just like, yeah.
Where is that one in South Wales too?
Yep.
Okay.
It's also hybrid.
Interesting.
The other one is on site.
Yeah, the other one is on site.
So
Okay.
yeah. So if you're Australian, give it a shot.
Go for it.
Yeah. And then finally, for this segment, not the episode, calm down. There's plenty more. Black at Peloton has teamed up with Spotify for a fun little.
Yeah, and Spotify BLK. Now, this took place on June 23rd, but this was really cool. They did a Black Music Month panel, and a celebration at the New York office. And then they had a live discussion followed by a cookout-style networking event with food and drinks. And then another person, Valerie T, posted about this, and she's like, I work for a company that gives us Juneteenth off. So in my complete and utter relaxation, the post I intended to share on Friday was never sent. That said, tomorrow, Black at Peloton is hosting a free event to celebrate Black Music Month and Juneteenth at our New York office, and we'd love to have you. And then she said, my FOMO from Charleston is real, especially pairing this with all the Knicks celebrations. But if you'd like to pull up, send me a message, and I'll happily share the RSVP link. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
I love all of this, all of it. Love the energy.
So coming up after this, we're going to look at instructors in the news, talk about who is the next Power Zone instructor, question mark. I did a Victor Borgia hand gesture. Like 3 people are getting that joke.
I'm not one.
We have another Peloton baby in the works. And
In the works.
in the works. And a surprising corporate partnership for an instructor. So stick around, won't you?
Instructors in the news.
Will Jess King, of all people, be your next Power Zone instructor?
I just don't think so.
But she's on the schedule labeled that way, right?
I mean, she is,
Is it
but
a typo?
let's be honest. It's not like Peloton hasn't made mistakes before.
That is true.
And it's very unusual for them to just put it on the schedule and not have some kind of announcement.
Yeah.
Very unusual.
It's fair.
So both of those things make me feel like, nah. Not to mention, Jess King is not a Power Zone instructor.
Look,
like
we all know that I don't take the stuff, right?
the classes.
Yeah. But just as an outsider, their instructors bring different things to the table.
Precisely.
And her class style, personality style, seems to be more of like she's an instructor who has a vibe, not an instructor that's like, here are all the things you need to do in this regimented order. And like the world needs both kinds.
Absolutely.
I'm not even like
That's not a criticism on
Yeah.
either side.
Yeah, like
It's just facts.
because different people
Gravitate to
utilize
different things.
the platform in different ways. And some people, they're never going to want to do the super regimented stuff. And if it's all Peloton offered, they wouldn't exercise. So like it's good to have all the things. But yeah, she just at first blush does not seem like that she would lend herself to that style of discipline.
And it's not just me that thinks that. Like, I won't name names, but I will just say in our little TCO tipster community,
Yeah.
there was a lot of raised eyebrows. There were comments made, not just by me,
Yeah.
that were like, I don't think so. I
Yeah.
just don't see it. So I mean, listen, anything could happen. I could totally be wrong, but this is just not typical of how Peloton goes about having somebody move to a new modality.
Right.
So there are many reasons that I don't believe it, but that is probably the largest reason.
Yeah.
And second, right next to it, by a very slim margin, is that she doesn't fit.
Yeah.
She doesn't fit. That's not her MO. It's like you wouldn't think Cody Rigsby would be a Power Zone instructor either.
Right.
Like it's, again, not a bad thing. People love Cody Rigsby.
Right.
But that's not the way his brain works.
Yeah.
And it's just, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I just don't think so. But
Well, if she gives it a shot, it will be fun to see how that plays out.
there is one indicator that this could be true.
Okay.
One. Well, I mean, okay, besides the
I was
fact that
like,
it's on
but
the instructor.
that
It's
literally
on the
says
list.
it next to her name.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, there are 2.
There are 2. Sorry. She did do all those sweat steady classes, and she was like trying to make it into a program. And I was like, I don't get it, because sweat steady is kind of like sweat steady.
Right.
You're steady through the whole thing. So I
Right.
don't really get how we're supposed to be increasing.
Right.
But whatever. She had 9 classes, and that's literally the only thing that makes any sense, because typically when we do see a person move over to the Power Zone team, we start seeing them do lots of Power Zone classes. We have not seen that with Jess King.
Right.
You will see an instructor, like whenever everybody thought Ben Aldis was going to be the next Power Zone instructor, he was taking tons of Power Zone classes. For example, that never came to be, but I don't think that's because it won't ever be. I think
Right.
that something else got in the way of that announcement, and that's on the back burner. That's what I think.
Gotcha.
But anyway, we haven't seen that. The only time we've ever seen her do that is in any capacity is her sweat steady classes. And that's only one piece of doing Power Zone. That's not all the others. That's not Power Zone Max. That's not, that's just the endurance.
Right.
So again, not saying it's impossible or anything. It's just I am very highly skeptical of this being real.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. Anna Greenberg has announced that baby number 2 is on the way.
I love this for her. I think it's so sweet. She is such a good mom, and she loves being a mom, and it's just really nice to see how much she enjoys it. But yes, she is pregnant, and she will be having baby number 2 this fall. So
Congrats to her.
congrats indeed.
Jess Sims got to cover the Special Olympics.
Yeah, she's there right now.
Okay.
It's happening right now. And that's taking place in Minneapolis. One thing we found out yesterday as she was posting about it, it's going to be on Disney Plus.
Oh, cool.
So not only will you get to see the Special Olympics, but you will get to see Jess Sims covering the Special
Yeah.
Olympics on Disney Plus.
That is one of the upsides about all the streaming platforms is that they can cover a lot of things that I think
We didn't used to get to see.
yeah, or like
Used to have a ticket to see.
yeah, they're just ESPN doesn't have the time, and now that they added a bunch of ESPN, so you started getting more niche programming. That's how we saw the rise of poker as
Yeah,
a sport, which is
Okay, but that's...
yeah,
But your point is taken.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it is cool that all that stuff pops up in all these.
It is.
different
And I just want
places.
to also say it's another Peloton Disney connection
Mm-hmm.
because we keep seeing this happen over and over again. I realize that it's not 100% a connection, but
Right.
to see Disney, see Peloton, we continue to see both of them in the same places over and over
Yeah.
again. And I think that's really cool.
Ally Love has a new partnership
Yeah. I was really surprised by this.
with Walmart.
Walmart. The reason
Or if it's your mother, Walmart's.
The Walmarts, yes,
Yeah.
yes. You could go to the Walmarts. And the reason I'm so surprised by this is there are so many of our instructors that are just like super bougie.
Yeah.
I don't associate Walmart and bougie in the same categories.
I think that's fair.
And I feel like this is not a typical brand.
And we shop at Walmart.
Oh God, yes.
So we're not
I am not above it.
we're not above it. Just
Let me
to be
tell
clear.
you, I've shopped at Walmart my whole life.
Yeah.
My mother
Your mother
worked at
worked
Walmart.
there for 25 years.
Yeah,
So
she was a lifer.
Yeah.
So no, I'm absolutely not above it. For many, many years, that's the only place I ever got my clothes, as a matter of fact.
yeah.
Not exactly excited about that one. But it's true nonetheless. And so no, I'm not above it. I just feel like you see somebody who's very particular about their makeup or their hair products and all these things. And
Yeah.
it doesn't match that same energy. So it's really surprising to me that she did this. And it was a half-hour live video. Now, Walmart completely competes with Amazon
Yeah, I
on
was like,
Amazon Prime days.
this
That's
is-
why that's happening.
This was clearly designed to compete with Amazon and and Prime Days. And also maybe this is the beginning of attempt of Walmart to try to level up.
Maybe they want to bougie up.
Yeah.
I mean, I do
people's
think-
opinion of the brand.
I do think that there is that occurring. I'm just surprised that she didn't do something for Prime Day.
Yeah.
Because that just seems like where most of the influencers are these days.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just surprised by that. But then again, on the flip side, Walmart may have chosen to pay premium dollar to
Right.
get somebody of her caliber
For sure.
because they need to.
Yeah, they might be like, we want somebody they wouldn't say bougie, but
No, of course they would not.
perceived as more upscale.
Yes.
And so they might have been like, that's a good one.
But given that I have shopped at Walmart my whole life, I guess I'm just what's crazy to me is I had a normal, typical, expected length wedding for both weddings that I had. And when you see somebody that has a week-long destination wedding,
Yeah.
you just don't associate Walmart with
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know if I'd associate Amazon with that.
No, I really wouldn't either.
It was does Neiman Marcus have Marcus days?
This was just really surprising. I
Yeah.
feel like there's only one other instructor at Peloton that would have chosen to do this, and y'all can take your guesses as to who. But it was a surprise.
Yeah.
And also, the feedback on the video was not positive.
Ooh.
Not positive at all. the word cringe came up more than once.
Yikes.
Yeah. And nobody I knew could make it past the first couple of minutes. Oh, one person did make it through, but that's all. So anyway, I know that's kind of negative towards Allie. She's not my favorite person, but also that's not about Walmart. Again, we shop at Walmart every week. That's where I get my food.
Or get my Coke Zero.
That's right.
Yeah.
They got the best prices, except for the cans. Got to get the cans at Sam's.
Yeah. Or Costco.
Yes.
Tune Day is going to speak at the Breathe and Believe New York Experience. I don't know what that is.
It's going to be a powerful conversation on connection, self-belief, and finding the courage to trust yourself. Tune Day is known for her honesty, her warmth, and ability to inspire people to keep showing up through life's challenges. Of course, she's built an amazing global community, and that conversation is going to explore what it means to trust yourself and stay connected to who you are, no matter what life throws at you. So this will be taking place on June 24th, so that's today, and it will be happening at New York. It just says it's New York, one hotel, Brooklyn Bridge. Anyway, this would be obviously a very cool event to see Tune Day speak. And I'm sure she's going to be asking or answering questions that people ask. And I'm also sure you're going to be able to get to speak to her at the end and, meet her, which is very cool. And she's a very nice person.
So these instructors,
okay,
they do a lot of these things.
They do. And right now, especially.
These different little
but right now,
panels and
right
whatnot.
now, Peloton is very much, let's not forget, one of their big things is meet people where they are.
Oh,
I'm just saying it's purposeful. Go on.
My question is, do you think, or any of them when they're doing these sorts of events,
Robin would be another good example.
Do you think they write a different speech for everyone?
I mean, I'm sure they, based on the different things that I've seen set up in corporate events, what these people typically do is they have talking points and they adjust it for the audience. Franklin Covey, they had last year when we kicked off the new fiscal year, they had the woman who won the major soccer teams for the Olympics last year. I can't remember her name, but she's a big damn deal.
Okay.
She was on. Now, soccer and her life to be an amazing soccer star does not directly correlate to Franklin Covey or any corporation. And what she did was she talked a lot about the foundations of the corporate, the pillars that Franklin Covey have in their company. We talk a lot about trust and how trust is important to be able to run teams, because if you don't have trust, you can't get through hard times, things like that. So she used her experiences to tie that back to the pillars of what Franklin Covey does. Do I think that her stories were 100% individual for that discussion? No. My understanding is, as they put her through, we're signing her up to do this, she took those stories and wove them into the structure of Franklin Covey. So I suspect that these instructors do that when they go out and do their speeches. They take it and they it's a whole audience of women. That might be a slightly different conversation than if you're just talking to athletes of every gender, shape, and size. Right. That might be slightly different, but the core stories are the same. That's what I think.
Gotcha. If you're talking to the plumbers union in Philadelphia, you're trying to tie it into how about them new flange levers?
And maybe it's not that direct. Maybe it's about persevering in shitty conditions, quite literally. Maybe it's that, but you still have the core stories,
right? Because
she's still, Tune Day, for example, still persevered through some really, really hard things. And you could tie that back to just about anything.
That's fair. Susie Chan is going to lead a menopause event at PSL.
Yeah, I think this is so cool. First of all, I'm just glad that Peloton is leaning so heavily into this movement right now. I'm very proud of them. I mean, I know that they're doing it because it's dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also just really glad that the world is focused on this in any way. So there's going to be several things that are happening. There's going to be a 5K run, a fireside chat that Susie will be leading with Dr. Juliet McGrattan, and they will be taking those. They will also, there's different things that you can book through the studio site too. And I already said the 5K run, and then there's going to be free encore strength classes that are taking place in the foyer. There's going to be 3 of those, including a jump training
They
session.
love that foyer over there.
I know, they really do. They do. So you can you can book all 5 of those different events. But that's exciting. Love to see it. And I love Susie leading the charge. She's just one of the most awesome people ever.
Peloton artist collaborations.
We got 2 upcoming artist series featuring Bon Jovi, both John and Bon.
Yeah, it's really weird because there's multiple things that just say Bon Jovi, and
Right.
then there's a 2-for-1 that popped up that's a German 2-for-1,
Right.
and that one appears to just be John Bon Jovi. So I don't know if it's so hard to tell. It could be either thing happening here. It could be that it's all Bon Jovi and someone accidentally
Typed in John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also could just be that they are 2 technically different catalogs, so it could be 2 different pieces of the same artist series.
But look, there's only one John Bon Jovi song that anybody cares about.
The My Life song? Is that
No,
what
that's
the-
a Bon Jovi song.
Oh, I thought it was John
No,
Bon Jovi.
it,
Which one is it then?
It's the one from the Young Guns 2 soundtrack. Was it Blaze of Glory?
That's a John Bon Jovi song?
That is technically a John Bon Jovi
I thought that was
song.
a Bon Jovi song.
Because it doesn't. Because John Bon Jovi
Is Bon Jovi.
I mean, Richie Sambora.
Richie Sambora was so hot.
And he did a lot more heavy lifting in that band than a lot of people realize. But that John Bon Jovi song doesn't sound any different than a Bon Jovi song.
No, it sure doesn't.
But like that, as far as I know, that's his only like solo
God, I
hit.
really thought it was. I thought John Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
My Life was a John Bon Jovi. I thought that one was.
No,
a
that's
solo.
off a Bon Jovi album. So,
Huh.
I don't know what you'd get out of a John Bon Jovi. You'd get Blaze of Glory and like other songs you didn't know. Like, because honestly, like I don't even know if he's ever put out a full length solo album because that was just like a song on the soundtrack that he did. So, yeah.
Well, I just thought all of it was very strange.
Yeah, there's a lot. Also, Neo. There's a Neo artist here.
Yeah, and I don't know much about Neo. Like
Oh.
I'm not much of an R&B person,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I know Elizabeth is very excited about
Yeah.
it, and she was like, "I love the Neo," and
I'm not gonna lie, he sounds like a Pokemon.
he does. You got to catch them all.
Yeah, it's Neo.
Yeah, it's a great name. It's very
Neo,
fun to say.
I
that's for
choose
sure.
you.
He's put out 2. John Bon Jovi has released 2 official solo studio albums.
Okay.
Blaze of Glory
Yeah.
in 1990 and Destination Anywhere in 97. And that was apparently accompanied by a short film of the same name. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But also people, I have to say one more thing about this because people,
Okay.
they're very upset that they're having a second Bon Jovi because the original artist series was back in 2020. And people are like, you can't do 2. You need to do all these other artists first. But one, people just cannot wrap their heads around. You don't just demand an
Right.
artist series and it just shows up. It takes years. And second of all, the artists kind of have something to say with it.
No.
And third of all, it has to be somebody that like more than one person cares about.
Yeah. And
So.
with the class purges,
Yeah.
like a lot of those might go away, and so you got to freshen it up.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. That's a very good point.
Every once in a while, I have one.
You don't have lots.
Coming up after this, more great points from me.
Okay.
And we'll talk about what's going on with Hyrox.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And we'll get into content and classes and whatnot. So stick around.
Other connected fitness.
Bernard Arnault.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing says I got shoved in a locker in high school quite like Bernard Arnault. Now, I'm sure he can buy and sell me. That's his vengeance that he takes on the world.
Yeah.
And I'm just making grand assumptions based on his name. But he is looking to acquire Hyrox.
Yeah, and listen, it's not just Bernard Arnault. I think people will recognize the name L. Catterton a lot more readily than they
Okay.
will Bernard Arnault. But L. Catterton is the private equity firm that is backed by LVMH is Bernard Arnault. So it's all connected.
Gotcha.
At any rate, yeah, they want to buy a big old piece of Hyrox. Sky News broke it on June 13th, and they're saying that there's going to be an announcement within weeks.
Huh.
I am not a fan of any of this. First of all, these private equity firms, they can all eat a dick.
Yeah, it's getting ugly.
It's getting real ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And second of all, the idea of them ruining Hyrox is just really upsetting. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a piece of everything.
Not everything needs to be maximized to wring every nickel out of someone that you can possibly get. Mm-hmm. If everyone does, yeah.
I know.
So
I know. So I'm not a fan, but they see something successful, rich white guy, got to get in there.
They're like, well, how can we destroy this and get rich in the process?
Exactly.
So.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
New content.
It is time for the TCO Top 5.
Yeah, and I actually had some people send me these nominations while I was out. Dr. Jen was one.
Oh.
I saved it so I could put it in today.
Number 1, your favorite 90s pop run.
It was the 90s pop run taught by Bex Gentry on June 18th. And Jason Johnson, we have a new nominator here. He nominated this class. He said, I had 2 this past week, but Bex Gentry's 90s pop run, not because of the music, but the hidden hills she threw into the run. Thought you would especially appreciate that, Tom.
I do. Thank you. Thank you. Your favorite Pilates, number 2.
Okay, so this was nominated by Dr. Jen Mann.
Oh.
Yeah. She sent me a text just for this class twice.
Oh.
She loved this class. Greta Dopp taught it. It's a 30-minute Pilates, and it has sliders. And Dr. Jen said that it was deceptively difficult. Small movements that work your muscles hard. Her perky energy and honesty. Yeah, I'm really struggling with this one too. Keeps you going. The class focuses on legs, glutes, and core, and the sliders provide a fun, challenging change. I hope she does more of these slider classes. Well, Dr. Jen, I have a feeling she will, because a lot of people have been talking about how great this class is. I suspect we're going to see more.
Number 3, your favorite hit cardio.
Yeah, I loved this nomination from Sonia Norman. Andy Spear taught this class on April 23rd. And Sonia said, don't be scared of this HIIT cardio class. It wasn't your typical get your heart rate up HIIT cardio class. The focus of this class is lateral movements, power, and stability to counteract the forward motion of running and biking. I will be keeping this class on a normal rotation. I love that. That is so important, because it is so important for runners and bikers to get the lateral motion, because your body doesn't just move in a forward plane. It moves in all the planes. So I love that.
Number 4, your favorite theme ride.
Another great nomination. So Jessie K nominated Benny Adami's class from June 20th. It was a 20-minute 2000s Disney ride. I also saw, after I had already printed this, like I printed on a printer. After I had already published this, I saw that we had another nomination for this class. But anyway, without a doubt, the absolute highest of the last week for me was the Disney ride with Benny. The playlist featured Disney songs from the 2000s and perfectly captured everything Disney stands for so many of us: dreams, adventure, emotion, hope, and a little bit of magic. Every song fit the class perfectly. It wasn't just a workout. It was a journey filled with memories and emotions. You could let yourself be carried away, dream, smile, and still get a great workout in.
And finally, number 5, your unstackable. It's a Power Zone endurance ride.
And it's older, because this goes back to the first Valentine's Day class with Christian and Matt Wilpers. This was the 2025 version. But Patricia Preety Coleman nominated this, and she did a few Christian Van de Velde rides. But this one, she said, was a fab ride, and CVV and Matt Wilpers vibing off of one another was delightful.
Highlit Plus is coming back.
Okay, Highlit is coming back, and it's been rebranded as Highlit Plus.
Okay.
There are some changes. 1, you get jump training every week. 2, you get outdoor walking every week. And 3, you get a 3rd day of strength training. Super excited about this program. And I am so excited. Remember, this is like the most popular program that Peloton has ever done. This is also the fastest they've ever made a second program ever.
Oh, wow.
And I'm so excited. It's going to be 7 weeks instead of 4, and includes a deload week. Like, this is a really cool program. And I think it will be just as popular, if not more popular, than the first.
Okay. Selena Samuela has a new tread boot camp for people.
Yes, but it's a 45-minute tread boot camp. And we have not seen one of these, a 45-minute from Selena, in so long, because she was preggo. And then It was
so selfish.
I know, but actually, it's her first boot camp since August 11th of 2025, and her first 45-minute boot camp since August 1st of 2024.
Whoa.
Yeah, so this is really cool. And since we now have pace targets in these classes, we're going to have that as well, which is really cool because then you're able to, the pace targets just make it so much easier to like stay in a good zone so you don't get too wiped out on the tread before you move into the strength. So very excited to see Selena back on boot camps.
Dennis Morton has a new deep dive for you, this time focusing on Abbey Road. I can't wait to see people pedal to a drum solo.
Dude, Elizabeth was so excited about this, and I have to say, I know a lot of people are excited. I saw comments everywhere.
Sure.
Abbey Road is the least exciting Beatles album, in my opinion. I know that it's not. I know. But all the weird melodies that happen in this one, they are not my jam.
Yeah, I just would be...
Octopus's Garden sucks. Sorry, but it does. I hate it.
It's a weird one to build a class around.
Yeah.
From a...
Can't imagine pedaling to that song.
A tempo and whatnot.
Yeah, because there's all kinds of tempo changes in this song. Because this is one of the albums where they take a... I know the Beatles did this with many songs. I only know that because you have taught me that over the years. But they would like have two different pieces of songs and put them together to make one song. And like... There's sometimes that totally works for me personally. I know it works for a lot of people all the time. But this particular one is just a little wonky. There are some good songs still on this album. It's not the whole thing is terrible. But like I would not want to listen to every single song back to back to back on this album.
Hey, man, even the other Beatles hated Maxwell's Silver Hammer.
God, I hate that song so much.
I think that people talk about Yoko breaking up the Beatles. I think you can pin as much of it on Maxwell's Silver Hammer. They didn't. They were mad that they had to record that song.
You know, I feel that for them.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah, not my favorite. You know, that's the beauty of music, though.
Yeah.
To each our own.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's so even though it's not for me, like I'm glad Dennis is doing it, and I'm glad people are excited about it.
For sure. Bex Gentry is teaming up with Des Linden.
Yes. So this is not the first time they have teamed up together.
Okay.
There's a class, rather, in the scenic classes that you can find with Bex and Des Linden. However, this class that just dropped on June 22nd is a great way to start. It's like designed to start off your New York City marathon training. So you're going to get hyped for that.
Yeah.
But you also can find it in the outdoor section. The first time we've seen Des Linden show up in the outdoor collection. That's really exciting. She is so inspiring. Des Linden is like one of the best runners on the planet. So even I know her. I mean, know of her. I don't know her.
See,
I
I'm
wish
old.
I knew her.
My first thought was like, in relation to Hal?
Who?
Barney Miller. Hal Linden.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe. You never know.
You never know.
You never. Well, I mean, we could Google it and then we'd know.
Yeah.
I guess you would be able to find that out.
Iconos Latinos is back.
Yeah, there's new classes that are dropping for June, and they are being added to the Iconos Latinos collection. We are going to see these live classes coming on June 27th and 28th. There's going to be one with Camila for cycling, yoga. There's going to be one with yoga taught by Mariana, and a full body strength taught by Rad. So all the 27th and the 28th of this month.
And while we're speaking of Spanish stuff, JJ Split is now available in Spanish.
Yes, and I think we're going to continue to see all of these programs, not maybe all of them, but we're going to continue to see a lot of programs dubbed in other languages, which is very exciting.
We have a German 2-for-1 spotted on the schedule.
We do, and it's John Bon Jovi.
And
it said John Bon Jovi, not Bon Jovi. Now,
Gotcha.
They may have changed it by now. Again, I don't know. Maybe it's a typo.
Sure.
But it was...
Maybe he's got more hits there.
And I think it was Mela and...
Destination Unknown. Surprise, it was Germany. We know it now.
Anyway, very cool. Very exciting.
And then finally, the Peloton app has gotten all sorts of new filters and adjustments.
They have, yeah. So they added some new stretch filters. Specifically, I thought this was interesting. Stretches for boxing and dance cardio. Now, the classes themselves are not new. They're from 2025. But the fact that they added those to the filter signals to me that Peloton is aware and adding more things to filters that people have been asking for.
Right.
Also,
and maybe it's a sign that you're also going to get more of it, right?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like they're doing the things that people are asking for.
Yeah.
The other thing that they added was a brand new filter for language within. So not just you have to change your language settings, but you can go to the class filters now and you can choose from German, Spanish, English, all three.
I heard it was like, if you want a class where they're cussing.
Oh no, we've had that for a very long time. We've had that for those people that have very sensitive ears.
Yeah.
That's been in place since like 2018, 2017, like somewhere around there.
So anyway, there are no birthdays this week.
Oh.
In fact, and maybe we talk about this every year and I just don't remember, there are no birthdays in July.
That's because we're saving them all up for August.
August.
Leo season is almost here.
August goes crazy with the birthdays. I actually was looking at the Google Calendar where I track them all and was like, is it not loading? I hit refresh like 4 times because I was like, why are there no birthdays here? There's literally not one instructor or front-facing employee that, like a CEO or something, that is born in July. Make of that what you will. So in that case, this brings us to a close. So until next week, where can people find you?
People can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/CrystalDO'Keefe. They can find me on Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram. Not to mention the Peloton leaderboard at ClipOutCrystal.
And you can find me on Blue Sky and Threads at Tom O'Keefe Jr. or on Facebook at facebook.com/Tom O'Keefe. You can find the show online at facebook.com/TheClipOut. While you're there, like the page, join the group, and of course, don't forget our Patreon. Did I mention we had to buy a new computer? But all sorts of bonus content.
Yes.
Ad-free episodes, early episodes, and we like you a little extra. So come join us, won't you? We'd love to have you. Don't forget 7-day free trials. You can give it a shot. If you don't like it, you don't know what's a dime. So how about that? So anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, keep pedaling.
And running.
And rolling.
Bye.
Clip in, set yourself free.